The winners match, Group B continues. We have Team Mascarade going up against Team Nick. The two winners now fighting for the pole position in the group. The #1 seed that would give you such a much better position for the final event, which is going to take place on December 26th and 27th. So just after Christmas. We got the immediate ban on Carrigan. Now again, if you haven't really watched any of the Meta Madness games, then a quick reminder, this is a tournament format where a lot of heroes get banned to push the teams out of their comfort zone, to force them to play some other heroes or at least mix it up between maps a little bit. The intention here is not to make this a clown fiesta, but just to make teams just broaden their horizon on this a little bit. We have 13 heroes that are pre-banned. They're banned for the entire group stage. There will be more than 13 heroes banned for the main event, but for the group stage, the 13 banned heroes are Diablo, Diva, Medivh, Cassia, Brightwing, Abatha, Johanna, Ana, Chromie, Imperius, Liming, Urel, and Tracer. All decided by the community. And every single hero that you see played in a series can only be played once. Rexa, for example, chosen right now, will not be available for the teams again in game #2. Neither will be Nubarak, and so on and so forth. Meaning that if we're actually ending up on a third map, there will be tons and tons of heroes that are not available to the teams to be played. And we have an aggressive setup already, as Karazim gets picked together with the Nubarak. So clearly trying to dive into the team. They played a similar style on the last map already, so it's actually kind of cool to see what they're trying to pull off here. They're trying to be once again aggressive. We saw Kira pick earlier together with that. This time she's banned out, so that's not gonna happen, but time will tell. Also, for people that are currently looking at this, like, why is Khaldor just like going like this all the time? Pretty simple. I'm also the one that keeps track of everything here, so I'm just making sure that the players know which heroes have already been picked for game #1, game #2, and so forth. So I currently have a little bit of a Google sheet that I'm just taken care of, so that once we're heading into the second or the third map, the players can just look at it and say like, ah, okay, this hero isn't available anymore, this hero isn't available anymore. Because obviously once that you're getting into like 23, 33 heroes not being allowed any longer, it's starting to get a little bit complicated. So yeah, that's why the focus. But either way, Rhaegar is currently also being banned out, so they're actually focusing on support bans. Now, when it comes to the picks for Team Nick, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what we're going to see here. They played a lot in the previous series with Kira. They played with that Taika setup. They wanted heroes that after a target got locked down, could just burn that lockdown target apart in seconds. And that was something that Team Mascarade could observe. So Team Mascarade actually saw all of that, which is why they banned Kira, why they banned Carrigan here in Dragonshire. And why we also have other heroes like Tychus already picked away. Maka doesn't risk anything here. So Stalk and Muradin, most likely, as it seems. We have then Tychus in. But what's the damage dealers now for Team Nick? Because now they can need to come up with a bit of a plan B. Junkrat and Sonya. Alright, so Sonya gets taken. We had Leap the last time that they played this. So the last time that they played with Sonya, they actually went for Leap. That was on Infernal Shrines in the match that they played against Team Dino. And some of those attacks worked quite nicely. So if they can lock that down again, that would be kind of neat. But they need to play it with a triple frontline. If you play only two frontliners, Sonya and Nubarak, then going into Leap is pretty much just you asking for punishment. Talking punishment! My F! Okay, let's go. Happy about that. My F pick, and Nick is now... yeah, what is he going to take? That is a scary setup that Team Mascarade is playing. They got the King of Dragonshire with Rexa. He's going to rock that top lane. And, well, the rest of the team is also super scary. As a 4-man, as far as that goes, that's a real powerful one. Phoenix! Alright, so Phoenix gets taken. And that puts us into a position where game #1 can start up. So we got our 10 heroes in. A Phoenix set up together with Nubarak and Karazim to dive. Maiev on the other side. This could get interesting, guys. So, well, let's go in. Let's see what they can do. Game #1, everybody, as we're heading into our winners match here at Group B of Meta Madness. Game #1, Dragonshire is the map. And on the left side, we have Team Mascarade. The Baguettes. Well, not all of them, with Cascon on Deckard Kane, Mascarade himself on Rexa, Make on Tychus, Stalk on Muradin, and Rutsu on Maiev. Honestly, only 2 of them are French. We got a Swede in there, we got a Russian, and we also got a Polish player. So they're pretty much international. We got Team IKEA on the other hand, of course, with Team Lauber, who will play in the losers match. On the right side of the map, Team Nick with Nick himself on Phoenix. We got Digipack on Karazim, Marlow on Junkrat, Johan on Sonya, and Bad Benny on Anubarak. And I gotta warn you guys immediately, because we are gonna get a pause, or maybe two even, in this series. They're both gonna be very brief, but they were announced beforehand, and they are scheduled too. So everybody was kind of curious, like, what is going on? Like, why are you scheduling pauses already in advance? Like, when there's a problem with your connection, we get it, but, like, what's going on there? And Benny just replied and said, like, I have to let trains pass. And he was like, what? So, apparently, Benny is currently at work. He's playing on a laptop, which makes the performance in some of the previous matches even more impressive. And there are some scheduled trains that are coming that he needs to let through because he's in some kind of conductor position. Now, before anybody is like immediately thinking, oh my god, that sounds dangerous, it isn't. If he doesn't do it, then those trains get stuck, and the only thing that could be dangerous is that the train conductor is coming to him and attacking him, but nothing else. But if we have a pause or two, that's the reason. It's a pretty interesting one, so I really wanted to share that. Karazim was, by the way, killed here in the middle, as you could see. But that is the funniest reason to pause that I have ever heard in my life. And that, yeah, that Benny is currently playing at a laptop makes all of that even better. So, yeah, you've been warned, you've been warned. Now, either way, 1 kill against 0. The game opens up nicely for Team Mascarade. They have the grenade build for Tychus as usual. We also have commitment to Perfect Storm for Muradin, who is able to jump out here. Maiev is trying to set the kills up. Benny himself, careful. And nearly dragged back in here. Level 1, as we've seen previously, the Legion of Beetles. We also got the Slam build. So yeah, slamming it up a little bit. And if my timer works correctly, then we're going to have a pause of Benny in like 1 minute or 2. I'm honestly more excited about the train pause than about the early game. But now that the objective is up, I suppose we're going to see a few team fights. So we'll see who can take the lead here. We got the bigger they are in on Tychus' side. And in addition to that, also now the Earth ally is in. Plus Rexa is of course going to try and stack. And Rexa is absolutely amazing as a top lane hero. Like, he is still the king of Dragonshire. Nobody is winning against him on that lane. You can maybe hold your own for a little bit, but in a 1 versus 1 situation, he takes the game. Now, some might immediately think like, hey, he's not the best solo laner. And definitely he isn't. But he is the best solo laner on this lane, just looking at the 1 versus 1. Because he will always be able to hold the lane experience and the objective with Misha, since he can split the two. So if you're facing off against him, eventually you have to let go either the lane experience or the objective, which makes him the default winner here. Now obviously you can change that dynamic by rotating heroes up to the top, by playing with globals or do some other shenanigans, but in the pure 1 versus 1, he's gonna hold it tight, and he's already doing that, as you can see, locking down the shrine towards the top side. Now, over here, camp is already taken as pushing this through the bottom of the map. Sonya is trying to retake at the top. And now she's going to find herself in that position where Rexa is going to try and attack her, but then also take the experience in the middle, or on the lane, and then she has to fall back again. But as that little interplay just pays off, it means that Team Nick has to be careful. They are going to lose out on the top lane a lot on the objective. Most of the time it will be controlled by the blue team, so their job is going to be to win the 4-man, win rotations, and even there they're struggling a bit because of that camp that was taken at the bottom of the map. So now their wall here is being opened up. There's already aggression in the middle. They have, of course, to keep some heroes around so that they can deny any kind of Dragonite, which is exactly what they're doing. We got the Skullcracker now in, and, well, I gotta be honest, the pressure is real. Once that fountain is gone, you are gonna lose out on your bot lane sustain too, and that doesn't make the situation any better. Now, Phoenix has moved to the top for exactly the reason that I pointed out earlier. This is the only way to retake that shrine, which is exactly what they're doing here. And while we are heading into, well, 1-0, Stormbolt, not used yet. Stalk, careful, and Stalk is down. Yeah, the little dwarf bit off a little bit more than he can chew here, committing Sudoku on Dragonshire as he jumps straight into 3. Granted, he couldn't really see all of them as he made the engage, but of course that was a bit of an as he just got murdered, and now that's more control for the opposition. which allows Team Nick to push through the middle, take one of the towers down. Then again, Maiev, lockdown, and Karasim dies. Well done. Alright, alright, alright. Now, I don't know about Swedish trains, but I can tell you one thing. That train is not on time. That train is coming in with a bit of a delay. No, 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 no. That is no Swiss train right here. Can tell you that much. I would love to tell you that the German trains are on time, but... Nah, German trains are always on time. Deutsche Bahn. Yeah, notorious for delays. Okay. So, either way, Bad Benny still there, still doing his thing. Now the level 10 abilities are ready, and we still haven't seen a Dragonite yet, but now of course we have Odin in play, and level 10 is also available for Team Nick, so in comes the 7-sided strike. They go for it again, yeah! I talked about it, Leap, they actually go for it. We have the Leap. Leap is there, and Sonya, nah, she's not going to use it to jump out, but we're going to see that later on. So I kind of like that they're trying that. The thing is, this time they're playing two frontliners, and I said that earlier, that with two frontliners it's a bit of a different story, so I would have really liked her to go Wrath of the Berserker. That's a real squishy setup that they're going for right now. I don't think that they are... I mean, honestly, any kind of sustained fight they're going to lose. Any kind of sustained fight, they're going to have a mad problem with that lineup that they're playing right now. 7-sided strike, Wall of the Wardens, they take at least Misha down. They're trying to go for Rexa, but they can't drop him. Nick, on the other hand, is low, and Nick is down. Easy kill against Nick. In comes the Cocoon, as Bad Benny is trying to save himself and the team. Stormbolt, not used yet. Stalk is playing that out. Apparently cooldown? Really? He used it before? Ooh, yeah, that one missed. Alright, apparently it was on cooldown initially. Didn't even see that. Now, Marlow is taking back at the bottom, so no Dragonite is taken. But the pressure is definitely there. With 3 kills against 2, it's a tiny advantage, but they are now more aggressively starting to roam the map here to see if they can maybe get an advantage. Yeah, maybe a channel? Not really, not with Sonya being around. Okay, here we go. Is that going to be a leap? Vault of the Warden, and there it is! Oh, bam! Straight to the face, baby. Oh yeah, that's a leap kill. Leap and spear right here. So first we have Maiev trying to get away. Vault of the Wardens was also used, and that's pretty much just the bullseye. In comes Sonya. Bam! Down goes Maiev. Good kill! In that case, it played off, gave them the kill, and now they have a chance to go for a follow-up. They go for Rexa, and Mascarade is dead too. Team Nick is honestly surprising. A lot of the players you have not seen in any competitive setup yet, and they are working so well together with him. People were talking during the draft. I mean, I uploaded the draft video, of course, to YouTube too. They were talking how he's pretty much just going for a subscriber team over here, and he is doing extremely well with them. So a big shout out to Nick and his boys. They have surprised in game, or in their first match against Team Dino, and now against Team Masquerade, they're also doing fairly well. That's the train! That's the train right there. Choo choo! Alright, so the train is in. And he's going to be back in a second. But I'm going to use that opportunity to real quickly tell you guys again that if you watch this on YouTube, not only do you have to hit that like button, I mean seriously, but more importantly, the entire event here is sponsored by Hightech, and I've worked together with them for Meta Madness #1 already, and this is of course another one that we're running this year. I would love to have more events with them in the future, run the event in 2021 a couple of times, maybe make it even a public one where every team can participate in. And in order to make that happen, what you can do to help me do that is click the link that is in the video description. I'm going to put one in here. Check out the sponsor, check out their website. You don't have to go on a buying spree. I said it before, I'm saying it again. If you're in the market for something, of course, and have a closer look. But outside of that, if you just simply click the website and browse around, that would already help a whole lot. They're checking the traffic that comes through the event, and if they're saying, hey, there's a big amount of interest coming, we're getting more traffic through this, then it's going to be much easier for me to make more events happen with them in the future. So definitely invest like those 3-4 seconds that you need to just simply check that out. It helps a lot. It might sound a little bit silly, but seriously, with just a couple of clicks, you can help support events like this one and make it possible for me to run more events with them in the future here. So now that we got our, our little train conductor busy here with this laptop work, we got 29,000 on Phoenix, so Phoenix has been able to do some serious damage, but he has been also the one that died just previously. It's 13 versus 13 talents right now, and the problem is really that bot lane, because that fountain, as I mentioned earlier, has now been eliminated, so that puts you in a spot where you have no sustain over the lane anymore. Your top lane is already in trouble because of the Rexar pick. The fort, of course, if it falls, that helps because the catapults are going to push the lane out even further. But just taking the fountain down was a huge step into the right direction. And as good as Team Nick is looking in kills, the one thing that makes me a little bit skeptical when I look at the lineup right now is that they are just having trouble taking any of these main structures. They open up the wall in the middle, so that's a step into the right direction, but they haven't been managing to take any of the fountains down. Top side, as you can see, has more or less not taking any damage at all, so that's a problem. And, well, Bad Benny is not going to hold this there for long, but if they can, for example, take this one down too, the blue team, then they have just more pressure on both of the side lanes, and that's going to be rough. Now, the good news is that with the camp that was taken here, Benny is going to be able to push the top side out a bit. And I wouldn't be surprised if Nick or Sonya are going to make their way towards the top 2 to try and empower that push a little bit further. Their goal would, of course, to be to take this one out as well. But either way, the pressure is right now on Team Nick. They have some problems with what's happening here. Level 13 talents, as I said, are just now coming in on both sides, which in this case gives us also the 6th sense. I mentioned a little bit how Leap in particular, despite the fact that he gave us a kill, right? But despite that it's going to be more of a problem for them to sustain themselves through longer fights. And if you look at Stork on Mirrodin now, he's at 24 stacks. And once that you got that done, getting the cooldown reduction and the PS is going to be heavily impactful in team fights. So even committed to the Sledgehammer for that, Skullcracker on 7. So they're starting to get stronger and stronger with this setup. And then what really needs to happen is good 7-sided moves from Team Nick, or it's going to be a real big problem to have to get a kill here in the first place. I mean, who's going to be the target? We've seen mostly fights where you had the situation where a team was outnumbered. But if you have a Maiev with the Vault of the Wardens, if you have Make who should be shielded by the front line, it's going to be real tough. So the situation is not going to get any easier anytime soon. I mean, you can see a lot of this reflected also in the experience points that we are getting right now. The main lead for the blue team comes to the heroes that they killed, because they were able to get those kills a bit later as they were already a bit higher in levels. Minion experience nearly the same. Passive experience, of course, since no main structures were taken out, are in a similar situation now too. But again, either way, for now, we just we have our train conductor back to business, so apparently everything worked fine. And now the question, or if Team Nick can hold on to those positions. The bottom position seems like, yeah, Junkrat is the only one. So they hold on to the fort for now. Top push as expected. Everybody moved in. Oh my god, what? Beautiful. The Dragonite is taken, but what a sexy play. I expected 1 or 2 heroes to rotate top. I didn't expect everybody to rotate top that was close by. And just check that kill out. The stun from Bad Benny. Yeah, our hobby train conductor lets the train pass, and then BAM! Everybody jumps on the target. Look at that. That is precision. That boy is playing on a laptop, okay? That is actually pretty nasty. But, well, by now we got already Sonya moving back out. Everything's looking good. 6 kills to 3. Dragonite has been taken, but didn't really do anything for them. Fountain in the mid lane has been destroyed. And all of a sudden, they brought it back here. It was a huge risk, honestly. As I said, I felt, structurally speaking, the Mascarade was making the better moves. But right now, it's looking pretty good for Team Nick. They have a lead in experience. If they can build on that, that would be great. They want the aggression. And I can't believe that they were able to make some plays like the last one. Triple setup there. Here comes the cage, though. Reptile. But Sonya dies. Sonya dies, couldn't jump out, was stunned. Now they're trying to go for Benny. They can't get him either. He's able to move out, but it was close. But, oh my god. Pain Train was hitting hard there at the top. Yeah, great job by them. Everybody is now moving down to the bottom of the map as Rexar dies at the top. They want to have the camp. The fort, as I said, was already destroyed. Yeah, Benny And this boy is with level 16 talents now. Camps, of course, going to be taken. Epic Enter has been taken now too. So you can epically enter the backline and stun everybody. For Sonya to follow up on it. Synergy is definitely there for the team. Gotta give him that. 16 stacks on the level 1 for Muradin, who now has also the Bronze Beard Rage. And is finding himself solo at the top lane for some additional experience. And they're gonna get the level 16 now. Level 16. What are we gonna get for him? Well, first of all, Rutsu is getting attacked again. Feint Death is in. Stalk jumps in too. Has committed also to the Dwarf launch after we've seen the armor piercing rounds for Tychus. Bot lane. I mean, most of it is already gone. That camp should be taking care of it. They're making a bit of a play for Bad Benny again, but the aggression at the top lane is centering around the camp more than anything else. Over here, though, the fight is taken. Feint Death is used. Old man with the stay a while. Listen, Sonya leaping in. The follow-up isn't there yet, though. Good salvo, but Sonya gets punished. And that's the problem. If you go into that setup, you just don't have a lot of survivability. Sonya missing out on Breath of the Berserker here. Bad Benny missing out on hit points. He goes down. Stormbolt against Phoenix, who's able to warp away. Or is he? Yeah, I guess he is. Junkrat then again, he's dead. So that's 3 kills that were taken. The push in the top lane is going to result in a 4th eliminated. And they are looking glorious here now. So, yep, that triple kill earlier against Team Mascarade, it hurt, but they're bringing it back at this point. And they look at a second Dragonite with a lot of likeness here. Because, yep, they take, you know, the bottom of the map, and in the middle, there we go. The channel is there. It's party time. This time they got the entire team around for it too. So now they can finally capitalize on that bad boy and do a little bit of work here. So, let's go. Let's see how much they can actually pull off with it. They are the ones taking the lead in experience. They are the ones destroying all the forts. The funny thing is that the fort in the middle on the blue team side hasn't even been destroyed yet. So, yeah, Muradin is sitting in the wings, waiting for Bad Benny. Yeah, Anubarak is not making a play, not moving in. There's the jump, there's the Stormbolt. They can't follow up on it. No, he's too far. He's too far. But they might be able to make a play for Nick. Warps away. Marker could still commit to Odin in a few more seconds if they really wanted to. But that's already some solid damage. And of course, map control is completely lost to Nick's team as well. Yeah, they lost a lot here. Here we go. There's the attack as they're starting to go for the keep itself. The wall destroyed. The catapult pushing in even. And just the poke away. 20 additional percentage points on Team Masquerade's Dragonite. They can just poke around with the ability and see what they can do here. But let's go. Maybe. Nah, they're moving back. They're moving back for now. Alright. So with that, we have currently the quick attack straight in for the next Siege Giant camp. Steal it away while you can. Level lead, 7 versus 7. And it's all about level 20 right now. Yeah. I gotta admit, this turned quickly, but I kind of feel vindicated a little bit in what I said earlier. Every sustained fight is currently looking fantastic for the team in blue. So they're doing really, really well on that account. Now we have the entire map pretty much controlled by Team Masquerade. I mean, again, there's not a single fort left for Team Nick. There's no fountain left in the middle. So any fight that centers around the center of the map or around one of the shrines is always going to be advantageous for the blue team, since they can jump back for a quick tap and, yeah, have a look at that. Bottom of the map, there's 20 now, of course, ready for Masquerade's team. And once the objective is up, that's going to be bad news. Any fight that you can force here is going to be great. Ward of the Wardens, early. Muradin, Stormbolt, and Nubarak turns into a Nubarakt. And, well, that is likely going to be the end of the bottom keep. Uh-oh, it could be the end of Karazim too. 1 stun, 2 stun, and 7-sided saves him for a second. The old man tries to lock him down. The silence is there, but he's able to escape. But even that got kind of scary for a moment. So now the shrines are activating again. Here comes already the big red button as Marcus says, fuck it, we're gonna go straight in for the keep. This one's ours. Let's get it. Let's get the Dragonite and let's end this shit. Because they still have a time advantage here. And Marker can, of course, with the extra range, easily burn this one down. There's no problem. No. Keep is gone. Rexa could move up to the top to take the shrine, and he's already on the way. They got Kane trying to do the same thing at the bottom of the map. Yeah, and they're looking good here. Dragonite might end the game. Anubarak isn't here for another 7 seconds. Karazim, is he going to make the way towards the top? They're letting it go. They're letting it go. Dragonite is taken. They're saying, guys, we can defend. We can defend, and I don't know they can. They're going straight down to the bottom of the map right now with the camp, so they got their aura. And level 20 any moment now for Team Nick. Any second. There we go. Level 20 is in. Capacitators, Transgression, Rewind for Nubarak. And off we go. It's party time, baby. It's time to face the music. It's not over until the fat lady sings, but I can already hear her taking a deep breath. Yeah. 8 kills to 7. In we go. And they're starting to burn the shields down. Dragonite is already on it. 7-sided. Everybody jumping in. The leap is already there. They're going immediately for Anubarak. And Bad Benny barely makes it out, but he does. The kill attempt against Misha. Successful. Sonya, and she gets away. They're defending. They're holding. They're holding for now at least. Dragonite is already burned down. They couldn't really get anything done with it. They're still hammering away at the shield, but I'm not sure they can end here. It was a nice defense so far. They burned it down, and they burned it down quickly. Good job. Can they get a kill though? Ah, Odin. The big red button has been pushed again, and they're starting to get the damage in. The shield is falling still. They're trying to go for the damage against also Nick. Misha is back with a vengeance. Muradin. He has the sledgehammer, and he's hammering it out. 86% right here. They're making the play. More damage. Muradin, 7-sided. Everybody going in to share the damage. Reptire, 76%. More damage. Quick flip against Rutsu. Wall of the Wardens. Maiev is down. The core at 60%. Another leap. Another kill. Muradin, he's down. The old man hitting it with a stick. Feign death. Decker down 37. And this is the defense. 5-man team wipe, baby. Oh my god, but guys, I don't think they can end. They can't. 37% on the core, and they saved it. They did what they had to do. The fort is gonna fall. They're gonna get the key, but can they end? I don't think so. Well, 28 seconds, 31, maybe? Can they? I guess they can. They got the 5-man and they can. Team Nick, yeah, they got the time. They're fast enough. I wasn't quite sure if they were fast enough to take all of this, but indeed they are. They're burning it down. The defense is there, and they are ending the game. It's insane. Team Nick, they win game number 1 in the winners match. Nicely done. What a comeback. GG and well played. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Okay, Towers of Doom, everybody. Let's go. We have our next match coming up, on our next map. Nice comeback. Really well done. Towers of Doom is map number 2 in the series. It could be the last one as well. The team that wins this best of 3 is first seed in the group, which will give them a much better position for the playoff bracket. So let's see what's gonna happen here. First of all, the important part is of course that all of the 10 heroes that were played on the last map are now banned for this one, so they can't be played anymore. Carrigan is also just like, if you're going up against Nick, Carrigan is more or less insta-banned. At least for most teams. Hogger, also Kira as well. Yeah, they don't want to give Nick anything where he can wreck the entire opponent's team. They have watched some of the previous games, so they know what's happening here. Uther gets banned out as well. Maybe a bit of a Varian Stukov combo planned on the side of Team Nick. If you ban out Uther, you usually try to get rid of the Divine Shield. So that would already give me a little bit of a pause when I see that. So my first instinct with the recent meta changes would be immediately like, Varian Stukov, maybe that's a thing. But we'll see. And Stukov gets picked away. I like that. For the reason just mentioned, I like the Stukov pick. Because if that's the play, you destroy at least some of the combo. You can still play with a Varian setup, but now you have to deviate away from it a little bit and maybe play Malfurion instead. of Stukov, so that you have lockdown there as well. You can of course also sub in some other heroes that have an additional stun, but again, this like core combo of what you want to do would be gone. That, on the other hand, is a very, very different approach. So going to Lucio and Gul'dan over here, more of a runaround setup that they're playing with this. We'll see. I mean, Gul'dan is kind of nice because you can also do a lot of damage, not only against minion waves, burn them down, but against structures too. So if you have nice poke. Oh, Rutso, Zeratul. Okay, it's becoming spicy already. And they are the ones going for the Varian combo. Yeah, again, I talked about Stukov and Varian, and now they are the ones playing it. They picked up on the Stukov first. It looked a little bit like a deny pick, that they wanted to take it away from the opponent's team, but now they're just like turning it around. They're saying like, alright, we got Varian, we got Stukov, they have a Zeratul for the backline damage. That is scary shit already. You got Lucio, who can, I guess, with a sound barrier mitigate some of it. Horrify on Gul'dan can do the same, but Team Mascarade is coming in swinging. They're coming in with a lot of aggression. It's a really aggressive start that they have into the draft now, with the clear goal to be the ones in the driver's seat here. So we'll find out if they can follow up, but that is already a scary setup. Okay, Garrosh gets banned. We have seen a lot of frontline focus because tanks are a bit of a rare commodity with all of the global bans that we had. Now we still need something for Nick, and I guess what's Bad Benny gonna play? Because his Nubarak that he played now multiple times is gone. We have Garrosh banned. ETC is actually slap. Yeah, ETC is up. Would be one of the first times that we see him today. Blaze, and there it is. ETC, nice. Okay, so they go for both of them. Blaze and ETC, both. And that's already a lot of good stuns. That also a bunker that you have that you can play around. Again, against Varian, careful. That taunt is going to be a problem. But to round the draft out, we still need range damage and Greymane. Oh, this is such a good comp that they're playing. It is such a dangerous composition right now. Oof. Now you want to have Masquerade also on another melee. And they are going for Zul. Alright. Okay, this is scary stuff that they are rocking right now. Aggressive. If you fall behind, but again, they have Zul's wave clear, Rutsu's wave clear, Greymane. This is a scary setup. Beatable? 100%. But very scary. You need to go have good coordination if you want to make that work. And Nick is going to be a big question mark now. What is he going to play? Does he find a hero that is really gives him enough playmaker potential? Valeera! Okay, that just happened. Yeah, guys, it's getting a little bit mad over here. Valeera as a last pick for Nick. Okay, count me in. Let's go. Towers of Doom, game number 2 in the winners match. Team Masquerade against Team Nick, and Nick himself with Valeera. Let's get at it. The mad lad did it! Valeera! Okay, I expected her to maybe pop up at some point during the main event, but in the group stage, I did not think so. Okay, off we go. Right now on the left side in game number 2, we got Team Masquerade with Cascon on Stukov, Masquerade himself on Zul, Stalk on Varian, we got Rutso and Zeratul, and Make on Greymane. Was over to the right side of the map. Nick is playing Valeera. We got Digipack on Lucio. Blaze gets played by Johan, Marlo and Gul'dan, and Bad Benny on ETC, everybody. Alright, game 3 or 2-0. Drain setup. Chaotic energy on level 1. And for Valeera, we got the crippling poison. Okay, Nick, show us what you got, baby. There we have it. Cleave setup initially for Zeratul. So it will... This is going to be wild. This is going to be very, very wild. The last person that I've seen trying to make Valeera happen was Shrimpy. He played a lot with that. And with... like mixed success. Well, we should probably call that. But they're trying to do their thing here. Alright, already Valeera is moving in. And they're slicing, they're dicing, and... they are taking Zeratul down. What? Alright, there we go. It's spray game is on point 2. But here we go. Valeera move, and then all the damage gets unleashed. Zeratul is trying to blink out, and he dies. Well done. Well done. That's how you start off into that game. Really, really well played by him. Getting the initial kill here. I like that. That was a fun one. So right now, what else do we get? We have a couple of stacks, of course, now on the level 1 talent. And this is gonna be a fun one. We're gonna keep our eye on Valera as they're starting to move in. Zul, Mascarade, and he's dead. They have 2 kills. They go for 3. Zeratul just gets out. Oh my god. Savage. Absolutely savage. Oh my god, I like that. Okay, what else are we gonna get here? I mean, again, this is early in the game, right? 2 kills on Towers of Doom mean absolutely nothing. This is the comeback map. This is the map where you can control the late game. I love that Marlow, by the way, goes now also into the health funnel. I mean, full on drain. Okay, that is definitely not something that I expected there either. It's not only the pick into Valera, but also him going for a drain build instead. At level 4, we have finally the taunt available, so that's going to be a big tool. But they go for another kill attempt. Mascarade, he's making it out. He's making it out, but he's eating a lot of damage here. But of course, Stork is going to try and turn it around with this team now. They're going to try and make the play here and come through with the taunt and then set the kill up. That's going to be the whole goal of the exercise at this point. Initially, they had some trouble, but here it is. Yeah, the turnaround attempt as Valera comes in and they're getting some decent damage on the Stork himself. It's gonna be a full-on brawl, guys. I mean, they're gonna go at each other like 2 boxers in the ring, just dropping the defense and just going blow for blow for blow for blow. That's what it seems right now. They're just trying to exchange hits the entire time here, and let's see who drops first. For now, we have 2 kills to 0. There's the setup at the top right, top left as they're going for the exchange. 4 shots fired to the east side. Nice follow-up, and that's the kill. That's exactly how you play that combo. Beautiful. Taunt comes in, follow-up from Kaskon. Stukov gets the lurking arm through, and that allows them to get the kill against ETC. Yeah, they're fighting back. They're fighting back. Looked a bit tricky at the beginning, but now they're back in action. They get the kill, and they have the double channel. They get the altar channel. That's another 4 shots fired. Bam. Good job. Yeah, a bit of a move over here in the middle again of the lanes, but still. So right now, we're going to see how much they can actually do with this combo as the game progresses. And with the combo, I mean honestly, it's true for both sides. It's a very similar idea that they have for that comp. They're trying to collapse onto a single target and burn it down. Stukov, I think, is going to be a bit of a linchpin in all of this. I feel it's going to be just a bit more helpful than maybe that pick into Lucio. Lucio, I don't really know if he's going to be able to do enough for them. Yeah, they try again, and they can take him down. Beautiful kill once more. Really well coordinated. Just look at this. They collapse onto the target from all sides. Even Blaze chipping in from the top lane. I mean, he nearly got out, and then Blaze comes in with the jet propulsion, gets the kill too. This kind of setup is what you're going to see from here on out all over the place. Now, Valera went into the Relentless Strikes and now into the Mutilate on level 7, whereas Gul'dan continues with Curse of Exhaustion right here. We also have the Seeker in the Dark setup, so the combo build that we oftentimes have on Zeratul, where he only commits to his level 1 cleave and then follows up with the level 16 later on. The attack against Varian, and he is dead again. Damn, they are just slicing him down. Yeah, they burn through that front line like hot butter through cheese. Absolutely no chance. They get melted away. It's 4 kills against 1, and it just feels like the combo doesn't really come together for Team Mascarade just yet. As I said, they can always change. We are not even on level 10 yet, but the danger is there, and the Variant pick is so far doing incredibly well. Like, really well. Shots are getting fired, and bam, there's the 4. Easy peasy. And now we have, again, the level 10 abilities. And here we go, this power slide, barely dodged. Smoke bomb is in, outside of the Valera pick. Everything as you would expect. Absolutely everything. So, yep, they're starting to go for that drain again. They're starting to make their plays. Up to the top, that's where we have Zul, down to the bottom of the map. Yeah, Varian, careful, they're on the prowl. They're on the hunt. They're coming in. Can they get the kill? Do we have a few more CC tools that they could use here? It doesn't seem like it. Zeratul with the might of the Nerazim going full EU on this one. We got the bullet out. And off we go. There's the Rutsu setup. Mascarade is in. Yeah, they're looking for an opening. No objective up just yet, but team is looking for kills. They're looking for kills. They locked out. Oh, and there it is. That is an easy one against ETC, but they get the counter kill against Greymane. They get the counter kill. Greymane is down. I told you, they're just brawling it out. They're just brawling it out. 6 days to Sunday from here on out. Absolutely nuts. I like it. I love it. This is going to be fun. No matter how this game ends, this is going to be a lot of fun. Oh, no, Mascarade. He's dead. Murderous setup. 15,000 damage on Valera. Jesus, can you, like, honestly, it feels these days like you can give Nick any kind of melee hero and he's going to rip you a new one. You give him Kerrigan and he destroys you. You give him Kira and he just drops you. You give him Valera and he finds kill after kill. It's like Nick is just getting crazy on this shit. It's absolutely insane. The silent killer of HGC, and even in the post-HGC era, the man just doesn't know when to stop. Like, you can put him on anything and he just crushes. So, they take the camp here. There's a bit of a pressure play at the bottom. Top side, they were trying to make a play for Blaze, but that didn't work out. So they didn't get anything done here. But of course, that's a massive commitment towards the top, and it means that you have no resources in the bottom to defend. And that gets exploited. Team Nick is coming in. They won't get the bell tower, but they get some damage. Yeah, already. Nick is sitting tight. And even Zeratul is just jumping away and saying like, nope! Not gonna deal with you. Alright. So, well, at that point, we have our little setup here. Marlow and Nick are currently sitting tight all the way up to the top. There's Mascarade already sitting 2 kills against 6. Yeah, and let's see what we have with the level 13 tunnels that are now coming in here. So first of all, we got the Strangle. I mean, I already feel that Team Mascarade is getting strangled here, but apparently they want to make it official. Yeah, and Nick is sitting just waiting easily, doing his thing here. Yeah, 16 on both. Harvest Life, alright. There's a lot more drain health now coming in. Let's see what they can do with Gul'dan. Gul'dan is just gonna drain. 6 days to Sunday from here on out. Yeah, lockdown, okay. Nick coming in for Zeratul. They can't get the kill and they are focusing him. Nick is down. They execute Valera. Turnaround attempt. Can they get a kill? Oh, Mascarade gets drained dry. And Gul'dan. Oh, the kill is in. No way. They get the counter kill. Even without Nick, they're getting their kills. And here they come for Stalk. Trying to take him too. Everybody's moving away. Bot lane bell tower has been converted. How do these guys just absolutely crush here? This is getting insane. This is getting crazy, honestly. Yeah, there's the next setup. This time they want to go for Gul'dan, and they do. Gul'dan, the drain! The drain! No way! They're draining Zeratul, and they can get the kill against Rutsu. Maybe ETC's down, and Zeratul dies too. But they get 3 kills in the process. Nick is back, but they lost all 4. But oh my god, initially it looked like Zeratul might fall to Gul'dan as he just got drained consistently. Now Nick is back to business, but he's all alone, and it's 8 kills to 7. It kind of turns around a little bit. So yeah, Greymane is trying to retake the bottom. Should be able to do that too. So that advantage that Team Nick has fought for so hard is kind of gone. They kind of lost the advantage that they had before. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate for them right now. Then again, Mascarade still gets attacked over here. So that's bad news for him. But can they do a little bit more? I don't really think so. Nah, it's all about level 16 now, first of all. And let's see if they can get a little bit more out of the situation here. But in the mid lane, if they can get another kill, for example, would be nice. But the 16 lead is now big. Mascarade. They don't have a massive lead, so it's not like they're gonna get 3 bell towers out of this. But the question is just what's happening once that we have the talent on both sides available. And well, there it is. 16 is ready. Top left, top right exchange is likely. There's the seal fate. So following it up on the level 4. And there's the slide. Okay, they come in again for Varian. Varian is low. Needs to be careful. They're taunt and ETC is down. Nicely done. They're really starting to adjust to the aggression. They're starting to adjust to those plays. And they were able to turn it instantly against ETC and take him down. That was actually well done, and that's 8 kills to 8. So it really feels like they're finding their rhythm here. 17 points against 24. It's starting to become much harder for Nick's team to get their kills. On the other hand, we thought that in game 1-2, didn't we? And then all of a sudden it turned quickly towards the end, and late game is everything on Towers of Doom. Now, with that said, we got our Void Slash in. They take the bell tower at the bottom of the map, so that's already a big lead. So a lot of map control is now slowly lost to Team Nick. 23,000 damage on Greymane. Yeah, 16,000 on Zeratul. 28,000 for Gul'dan. Man is definitely draining them dry. Yeah, comes in. And they can't get the kill against Dog. No, they're trying, but it doesn't really work. Okay, so instead, it's now all about trying to retake the bell tower at the bottom of the map, I suppose, not lose any additional ones, and wait out for the next objective. ETC is looking for a good power slide and whatever he can do here. Nothing just yet. And, well, let's see. Top side, Blaze, still holding on to experience. They're far behind now. It's nearly 1.5 levels that they're missing out on. Yeah, Nick has to dash out. They're really trying to prioritize him in those fights a bit. I mean, if an opportunity arises, they go for it. But if they have a choice, then they try to put the pressure on Nick so that he can't make the plays himself. As long as he's not able to make a play, that's the best thing possible for them. But now there's a double bell tower, a double altar at the bottom of the map. And they kind of have to push into this, and this is going to be rough. Rutsu is already waiting at the side here. They can't possibly let both go. I mean, they probably have to let the bottom altar go. But they have to fight over this one at least. So that's what they're trying. Just as we speak. Nick is already moving in. Keep Zeratul in mind. He's sitting at the side here, waiting for a chance. Nick doing the same thing, I might add. Zeratul. Nick is looking for it. There's the stun. And he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Yes, he's dead. They were waiting for him. Zeratul gets blown to pieces. Pumpkins, by the way, at the bottom of the map. They're going to be a problem too. Could be another 3 shots fired. The altar has already been channeled. 12 points to 24. And yep, Pumpkins are making it in. 3 shots fired. And here we go. Altar is going to be important. They need more kills. They just can't simply go for the altar. That's only 3 shots if they get it. Yeah, there we go. The mosh pit, he's low, he's gonna die. But is the mosh pit enough to get them kills now too? And the answer seems to be no. They're losing out on too much. But Stukov is dead. Stukov is dead. Ah, Lucio, he falls. And Nick, he nearly gets Varian, but not quite. Anyone goes down. Gul'dan, his build sucks, literally. But yeah, he gets the damage done. 41,000, he was trying to just drain them off. And Nick, I mean, 1 hit was missing. 1 hit and he kills Varian. Now Varian can channel. Level 20 is ready. They are massively ahead. Another 5 shots fired and they are down to 4. Boss is up, guys. This has to be game. Right now, this has to be game. 1 good coordinated move, and you're gonna win this one. Yeah, this one is looking really, really good. There's no way Gul'dan takes this. Not with the build that he has. He doesn't. He has the Horrify, but they're not stealing this one. They know what he has. There's the Horrify. Nah, okay, no. It's just not happening. Well, Bad Benny comes back, but they take it, and that is game. Nicely done. Fun game. 14 to 10 kills, and we are going game 3 in our winners match as Meta Madness continues. GG and well done. Okay, game number 3. Let's go. We got Infernal Shrines, everybody. And, well, Valera worked out initially on our last map, but now that we had slowly but steadily Team Mascarade getting a bit in the rhythm and getting adjusted to that style. They were able to turn it around and decide the map in their favor. That means we go the full distance. And therefore, we have already 33 heroes banned as we are heading into the draft. 20 heroes that have been played, 13 heroes that are pre-banned. So it's party time. This game will decide which team takes the first spot in the group and therefore gets the best seed heading into the playoffs. Uther gets banned immediately. That already makes me skeptical right away. You have the variant taunt combo out. We have Garrosh still available, granted. But Uther banned once more this early. What else could you go for? Murky Octograb? I mean, at this point, I would not put anything past them. This is starting to get a little bit wild, and it has been getting wild for a while now. So I just want to see what they can pull out of the hat this time. Game 3, again, it's not going to be too crazy just yet. We're going to have more than 13 heroes banned for the main event. Group stage is a little bit of a warm-up as well. Sylvanas, she got banned, okay. And Infernal Shrines, of course. Carry again, which means Kira is available. Kira is available in this game. Leo insta-pick, okay. Alright, Leo. Alright. Ah, Zarya! Yep. Okay, so Zarya as well. I like it. And what are they gonna get with that? Zarya Garrosh. That already is a really good lock at the beginning. That's two of the probably best that he could have gotten this early. There's not a lot of good tanks still around. I mean, there's still a couple available, so it's not that they're running out of tanks completely. But we have Arthas, Mal'Ganis, Mei, Stitches, and Tyrael left. That's pretty much the main tanks that he could play. Okay, Deathwing gets taken. But I love when they have to really just like struggle for which hero they could possibly take at this point. So now that we have Vala in, I feel like the Vala pick is also a little bit of a pick away, because with Zarya you expect, of course, that there's some kind of like hyper carry set up with the bubble. But even Zarya Garrosh is already so scary. You have the speed bubble on level 4, you put it on Garrosh, he runs into the team, grabs one guy, throws it out, and that's it. Now in this case, he won't be able to flip Deathwing, but Vala, for example, is a perfect target. Anybody else that they can take, very likely too. Another tank gets banned to limit the pool even further, so they're really trying to just choke them out here. Ah, it's gonna be good. Leo and Deathwing alone, by the way, have of course good wave clear now too for the objective. Malthael, alright, gets banned. Yeah, get that against Deathwing in particular. Anduin, okay, Crybaby gets taken. Can go for the Leap of Faith whenever that Leo drops in an tomb, especially later with the Glyph of Faith and the Buried Alive in. He can pull those targets out quickly if he himself isn't hit. But they need more than that. They need damage. And there's the damage, boys. The Gas Lord. Okay, we get the Gas Lord again. They already played him in one of the earlier games. Well, did they? Was that their opponent? I can't even remember. But yeah, Gas Lord is in. Zarya, Garrosh, Gazlo, and Anduin right now. Yeah, it's getting wild. Bad Benny, Digipack, we still need a support. And supports are still fine. Malfurion is up, Rhaegar is up. Alexstrasza, okay, Dragon Queen. And Mal'Ganis. Dragon Queen is going to be important for the objective. Pop the Dragon Queen. Don't have like Tychus, don't have Odin, but can still pop the Dragon Queen here. So they go full double dragon with Alexstrasza and Deathwing. And Make has Mephisto. Alright. Make's Mephisto. He's bringing him back. The OG Mephisto plays. Guys, this is going to be spicy. This is going to be good. Tricky one. Game 3. Let's go. Infernal Shrines, Team Mascarade against Team Nick. Game number 3, the final map, Infernal Shrines, and on the left side, Rutsu on Zarya for the blue team, Mark on Mephisto, Cascon on Anduin, Stalk on Garrosh, and Mascarade on the Gas Lord. On the right side of the map, Team Nick with Bad Benny on Mal'Ganis, we got Marlo on Vala, Digipack on Alexstrasza, Nick on Deathwing, and Johan is playing Leoric. Okay. let's get this started. Yeah, we had some pretty interesting matches to get to this point. But now we have some pretty wild drafts. I mean, again, heroes that you've seen before, but the combo is quite interesting. The double dragon setup for Team Nick over here. Dragon Queen is going to be really important for the objective whenever they go for that. Also coming straight in with the Circle of Life. And Gazlo is already up at the top. This should be a real fun one. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of hyped about Marcus Mephisto as well. He didn't really get to play him in quite some time. It's other players that usually get him, because normally when we are on any map where Mephisto excels, he gets banned against Marker. This time that wasn't really the case. And we have on top of that also Stork and Ruzzo playing with Zarya plus Garrosh. That means that you have a flip comp whenever you want to, well, whatever you want to do. You can just like run in and try and take those down. So I don't know. It's gonna be fun. Flip whatever target over. They're lacking a little bit on the stun maybe to follow up on it, but either way, it's gonna be a good one. I love this skin. This skin variation with every single tint that it offers is pretty much epic. As I am not gonna get tired of mentioning, anything is better than the chicken. Hate the chicken. But yep, so now there's still, it's early game, right? You want to make the play for your own camp once that it's in. Gonna try and fight for the one at the bottom, try and see if you can maybe get an easy kill somewhere. Zarya herself went into stacks with the maximum charge. And they're even thinking about invading. But Benny was dipping his toe into the waters a little bit and said like, yeah, a bit too hot over here. Don't really want to deal with that. Instead, Marlow is already doing some work at the bottom as they're trying to take camp number 2. Should be able to walk away with it. Nobody's really committing to it. So yeah, there's the level 4, which will give us the speed barrier and the Indomitable. Speed barrier's in, so is Indomitable, which means that right now you're ready to make some plays. Race car Garrosh already trying, couldn't really make it work yet. We got the wave clear on Leo with his level 4 choice. Neil Peasants and also the multi-shot build for Vala. Same thing. And yep, Deathwing still doing his thing here. Yeah, the speed barrier plays. God, I love this. This is the first time Granite Gaming actually used that for the first time. They played it on Battlefield of Eternity, and boy was that shit cancer when people didn't really know what to do with it. At the beginning, every single time you saw that combo, I still remember that it was in the middle of the tournament, because they could do the same stuff in every single match since their opponents had no clue what was played. They never banned it out, they had no idea what was coming, so every single time that level 4 hit, you would just see Garrosh run up to people, throw them back and get kills. It was crazy. So it was kind of fun to see that. I mean, since then a lot has changed, obviously, not only in the meta, but also in the way that people adjusted to it. Oftentimes it's banned out, but yeah. So we'll see. I mean, for now, they're making the play for the first objective. Camps are at the top of the map, as normal. But yep, here's a chance to lock the first one in and keep that Dragon Queen in mind. Alex Straza is going to pop that once they hit 20, roughly. Yep, there it is. Double Dragon, baby. And that is tough to handle. Even with the damage output and Zarya's shield, that is pretty tough to handle. Throw is already in, they're trying to go for Leo, that's not working, and I don't think they can go for the objective either. Dragons everywhere! I mean, Nelganis also has wings. That's pretty much all that he can chip in here. But yep, that was an easy one. All they had to do was simply pop Dragon Form. That's all that they gotta do. Now the level 7 is ready, they burst through the wall, they have Leo in the middle and at the top, soaking experience. Yeah, and Deathwing is already going for his turbo moves right here. So the wall is down. Yeah. Tower falls as well, bit delayed, but falls. And off we go. Same time that we have Leo fighting it out with the top, and nearly, look at that, Leo nearly getting destroyed, okay. Not a single kill in this game. Game number 3, we don't have a single kill. It's nearly 5 minutes. But we haven't seen a kill come through yet. Down here on the other hand, yep, everybody is starting to make another play. Speed barrier, can't get Alex Raza though, nor Vala. Was hoping to get a kill here, but nope. Nope, nope, no, no, no. They're paying too much attention. They know that these rotations are not only dangerous, but also they're communicating really well. So they know when they're coming. This was honestly one of the things that was the most impressive to me throughout this entire group stage so far. The way that Team Nick is communicating, because I didn't really think that they would be able to just find the synergy this quickly, that they had coordination on that level, and it was pretty impressive. And we've seen that in some of the other games more so than in this one, but people seem to really be communicating extremely well what's going on the map here. Which is kind of funny, because Nick himself was never really the one, you know, to talk a whole lot. Always most of the quiet assassin in any team. You tell him, kill stuff, and he's like, okay. Yeah, but now level 10 abilities will be available for them a bit faster. But again, it's just playing out. Both teams are really playing a slower approach here. Nobody really wants to do anything. In the sense of like overcommitting, you know, and get punished for it. So they're playing it out safe. Waiting for opportunities, like this one, for example. But can they get the kill? Yep, they can. There it is. Goodbye, Alex Straza. And that's level 10 on both sides. Durance of Fate. Nice. The kill against Vala, though. Uh-oh, that Entomb kind of backfired a little bit. Was more of a bait than anything else. And that's 2 heroes down. And yep, unfortunate. That's also in the moment where they can go straight through the wall. At least open the side wall up. The next objective is spawning in the middle, so this one is important. Taking a tower down, or maybe even the gate itself, is going to make it even easier. Taking the fountain down would be the dream right now. And yep, no problem. Fountain gone, and that's an issue for the next objective. That's a bit of like a big object, a big problem for the objective. There we go. Sometimes language. Yeah, that fountain is honestly a real problem now. Not being able to pre-tap during this is going to be so tough. And if you lose the objective too, the wall is already open. This one is going to get destroyed by a simple Zarya grenade if they want it. So that would be a dangerous push. That could be a lot of momentum for Team Nick. For Team Mascarade. The question is, can they get it? Because the Dragon Queen should be up again. So once that you really want to try and establish the position here, you can go for the double dragon move. And I think that's what they're going to do. It's already a 5 versus 5 over here. Huge commitment from both teams. But Nick is a bit low on his death rate. Yeah, he's a bit low on that. Sets the stun up though, but they can't follow up with it. Entomb is of course ready. But can they get the kill? That's the bigger question. They're going to be trying for it. Yeah, the play, the flip, the taunt. They try, but oh, the Gaslow combo! And the double kill. Nice. Easy double kill right here, and even the save on Stork as he gets pulled out by Anduin. Another flip after we see the quick move from Zarya, and that is another kill for the team. 3 kills, and just look at this beautiful combo over here. They get the Entomb and everything set up first. I mean, that was Nick also trying in, but then the Gaslow Wombo comes through. And now the blue team, they have the Punisher. They can move straight through the middle, but a really, really good setup. 5 kills to 0. Team Mascarade, they want this one, don't they? Yeah, they are coming in swinging, saying, guys, we are going to take it from the get-go. 5 minutes, nothing really happened. Even Steven. And then with objective number 2 and shortly before that, all of a sudden the momentum is in the hands of the blue team. Yeah, they're getting a bit more damage here. They can open maybe even the side wall up, but they're rotating down to the bottom, stealing the camps away. Maybe even going for the bottom fort to try and do that too. But just stealing everything away here would already be fantastic for them. So yeah. Yeah, and a lot of these plays are being set up by the Garrosh Zarya combo, as already highlighted during the draft. That's something that is just incredibly powerful, no matter how you look at it. 2 kills against Alex Strada, both happened by Garrosh moving in and setting the kill up for the team. So Zarya really, really helping in these situations. Now, there's no level 13 yet for Team Nick, but they're going to get it soon, and they're still in range. But it's, of course, getting a bit more tricky. Blue team is trying to take every single camp that they get. Gaslow is holding the experience at the top. 13 talents are now ready, which gives us, for Leo, the ominous raid. So it's going into a royal focus build here. Vala, I suppose. Gloom. Yep, there it is. And Alex Straza is now heading straight into the life unbound. But okay, so the push at the bot lane is definitely going to be there. Map is more or less being painted blue by Team Mascarade as they're stealing one camp after another. They have more than a level lead by now. If they can translate that into a talent advantage over the next objective, that would be great for them too. And they're already trying to set it up at the bottom of the map so that they can destroy the fountain again, because that's where the next objective spawns. And they did a fantastic job earlier doing that in the middle. There's another flip, but Stalk this time didn't go for the ult here. It was a bit too late, so they can't really do anything with it. But look how far ahead they are. Soaking 2 levels now for Team Nick is gonna be difficult. Not impossible, but again, I think it's gonna be a bit difficult for them. Marker. Uh-oh. Yeah, some damage out. Stalk is they're trying to bait it a little bit. Red team is playing it very, very cautious though. They're not making any aggressive moves. They're just sitting tight. They're waiting for the experience. They're saying, like, let them push out the lanes. Let the experience come to us. Let the experience just simply come to us. Let them push out the lanes. We're gonna wait. And sometimes in Heroes of the Storm, the hardest thing is to just sit tight and not do anything. And oftentimes it's the right move to make. If there's nothing to fight for on the map, if there's nothing to lose, then you might as well just wait a little bit for the experience to come to you. And there's a lot to lose now on the map for Nick's team. If they get caught at any point, especially with the talent disadvantage, they're going to just lose more heroes, the gap is going to widen, and the situation is going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. So right here, level 16 talents are ready. That gives us the cleansing shield. And yep, they're starting to go for the bot lane again. Trying to make the play there. We got the mortal combo, we got the inner focus, and there again it was the speed barrier on Garrosh. Race car Garrosh. But what do they want? They want the keep, the fountain, and they get it. They want the keep too, but they get the fountain, and this at the top, could be a little bit of a problem, but it's more about the objective down here, and they're fighting without level 16. They're taking the fight. They're saying, guys, we're so close. Take the minion wave as quickly as you can. Give us level 16, but we have to do something here. We can't just let this one slide. It can't happen. Dragon Queen popped early, very early. They want 16, but they don't have it. No Draconic Might just yet. Here's the flip. Alex Straza in a bit of trouble. Taunt comes out. Not enough. They go for Marker. And Marker gets away, but the fight is by no means over. Not a single kill just yet. 22 to 16 stacks. Top lane fort is about to fall, by the way. Down here, Mal'Ganis is still doing some work. The fountain, of course, still active. 23 to 23. Dragon Queen is over. Alex Straza gets attacked, but Mal'Ganis is there to safeguard her. There's the Manticore. There's a flip against Leo. They want him, but they can't get him. 32 to 32. It's so close. Leo is down. They are dead even at this point. The red team could lock it in. 38, 39, and they have it. They get it, but do they lose Benny? No, Benny moves out. Top fort has fallen. Top fort has fallen. The camp has taken it. Down here, they're looking for another follow-up. They go for Mal'Ganis. Benny, and he makes it out. Rest of the team is still on the run though. Flip forward, and goodbye Vala. Easy kill. Now the fort down here goes down too. So yeah, Vala, they have the fight, and then just check that out. Bam, bam, and goodbye. Easy peasy. Flipped over and insta-kill. But it's a trade. It's a fort for a fort, but look at the kill count. 7 kills to 6. Yes, Team Nick has some fantastic position on these shrines. They have the Dragon Queen of Alex Straza, they got Deathwing, they got Leo, they have a lot of wave clear. They win the objective, but they don't get kills. Now, that is on the one hand bad news, on the other hand is good news, because here's the thing. They are only a level behind, and despite the fact that they've been losing teamfight after teamfight, they have still been able to win the objective. So if at any point they are able to do both, win the objective but also get a kill or two, they can bridge this gap easily. But they have, of course, to get some kills eventually. And if that doesn't happen, then, well, Team Mascarade is eventually going to walk away with this. Because deaths and, well, kills, deaths, are going to be more impactful as the games continue. The farther you are in the game, the longer the death timer. So you get 2-3 kills, and all of a sudden you have map control for a huge period of time, whereas in the early stages of the game, that isn't really the case. Target's back nearly instantly. So here we go, there's a pullout, yep. As Leo is again trying to get the Entomb set up, and that's going to be important for Cascon. He needs to make sure that later on, especially after Leo hits 20, he's going to be so far away from Leoric that Leo has no chance of hitting the bird alive on him. It's going to be super important, because he needs to be the one to get the Glyph of Fate and then pull them out. Main damage is Mephisto. 47,000. Only one that hasn't died on the red team is Nick. Nick himself on Deathwing. And they're going for the camps again. So they're trying to get all of that here. But, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so. 7 kills, 0 on the side of Team Nick. And, well, let's see. Nick is there, yeah. Nearly 20. Nearly level 20 right now. Yeah, and that's a 2-level lead, pretty much. Ah, let's be honest. Let's be charitable for now. Let's make it 1.5. But still, Storm Talons on the next objective. Can they bridge that? I think it should be announced soon. There's a Glyph of Faith, Mimic, Titanic Might. It's raining scrap. This is gonna be difficult for them. They are setting up traps. They're hoping that someone walks into them. But if Team Mascarade doesn't screw up now, then they are gonna have a fantastic position for the next objective. Not only for that, for the next fight too. So no matter what happens there. So right here, there we have it. Shrine is activating. There's no way. There's no way you're gonna get that XP in half a level. In half a minute. It's not happening. So can they finally get a kill? 7 kills to 0. Nick, so far, is the only one that didn't die for the red team. Objective is up. Are they taking the fight, or do they just simply say, like, whatever, we're gonna defend. Let's soak 20 and defend with Storm Talons. Just sacrifice the keep. Do they think they can make that? This is getting a bit dangerous. Nick, alright. They're letting it slide. They're letting it go. They're stealing some of the camps away. They're trying to push with Vala the bot lane so that someone has to defend here. A lot of this makes sense. But Leo gets attacked at the top and is able to move out. Okay, no kill against him. And they're actually Hearthstoning back because this attack is quite annoying. They have already 23 stacks, so they can play this out. There's 20 versus 20, so now technically they can make a move for it. Someone has to defend the bot lane. Team Mascarade, they need to be careful. This is gonna be a problem. That catapult here is annoying. So that keep at the bottom of the map is gonna take some damage, but they are still getting that Punisher. How much can this do? Well, answer is not enough. It's not gonna fall. Now it's Punisher time. Vala has it all. Farflight Quiver, Manticore, she has the damage against the front line. Leo has Buried Alive. They might have a chance. They honestly might have a chance, guys. They could potentially bring it back here. But first they have to defend against the Punisher. Gets baited over the wall, exactly like you have to. They need kills. They need them. Can they save the keep? I mean, that would be a dream right now. If Team Nick can save the keep, that would be fantastic, but I just don't think it can happen. Look at Gazlo setting up turrets everywhere. There's no way you save that keep. The question is more so, do you save the core? Punisher could still jump, only 10 HP left. They want the kill. They go for Leo. Ooh, and they can't get it. No, they got close, but they can't get it. Nick is low as well. They are poking at the core a bit, but they're calling them back. Mascarade doesn't risk it. No, Mascarade's just sitting there. It's like, no, guys. Let this slide. Let this slide. Let's poke around a little bit. Wait for the next minion wave. Oh my god. Can they get it? The ult! The kill! The double kill! No way! Did they just make it happen? Team Mascarade 5 versus 3. They can go for the core. They want the core and they want Nick too. Nick is dead and that's 10 kills to 0. 10 kills to 0. The Dragon Queen is trying to keep them at bay. The core shield is falling. The core itself about to drop. That's Leo dying too. Only Alexstrasza is still alive and that is not going to be enough. Team Mascarade against Team Nick, ladies and gentlemen. The blue team takes it with a 2-1 victory. Nicely done. GG and well played as Team Mascarade secures the #1 spot in Group B.